I moved house and I think this is going to be my new spot for crocheting and filming, so I'm pretty excited. Setting up a new space has been fun. So over here I've got a pile of everything that I've crocheted that I still have, that I haven't given to other people. And it's in some kind of an order, approximate order of when I made it. And I just wanted to show you what I've made because it's been exactly a year since I started crocheting. And I can't even express how much of an impact it's made on my life. I've written a bit of an article about it in my most recent issue of my magazine. It's really helped me slow down and enjoy the process of creating rather than always trying to get to an end result and tick off a to-do list of projects. But yeah, anyways, so let's start with the first thing that I ever crocheted. I actually made a YouTube video, the process of creating it, and that is this one. A pretty crazy first thing to crochet. I don't know how I did it, to be honest. I was just really in the zone and I really wanted to make a lot of granny squares and make a jumper. I first learned how to knit just a few weeks before I started crocheting, and yeah, I think once I got into the swing of knitting, I kind of just thought, yeah, crocheting is not that different. I can go for a jumper for my first project. But anyways, I'm really happy with how it turned out. Of course, there are mistakes, and I learned a lot from making this one, especially the kind of yarn that I want to use, because I used all acrylic for this, and I used a relatively small hook for a relatively thick yarn, and I don't like that kind of tight stitch. And yeah, since then I've done a lot more loose stitch work. But yeah, this is a really proud first crochet creation. I even learned how to make 2 different kinds of granny squares, for the arms and for the body. So yeah, check out the video if you want to see me making this one. As far as I can remember, I think this was the second thing that I made, and I made it while I was on holiday in the Dolomites in northern Italy, my favorite place. So I went on that trip pretty soon after I first got into crocheting, and at that point I was pretty deep into it and really kind of addicted to crocheting. But I decided I wasn't going to take yarn or hooks on my trip because I was just taking a backpack and it was like a hiking trip. But of course, while I was there, I couldn't resist. I went to Milan for a day and I saw a craft store, so I went and got some Italian wool and a crochet hook and scissors, and I made this while I was there. Granny square again, different back and different front, and it's reversible, and it's a lot softer than the acrylic, and yeah, this is a good one too. I wore this quite a lot when I first made it. This one should be next. This is a vest, a button-up vest made of all scrap yarn. This one was a really fun one to make because adding the buttons I just really enjoyed for some reason, and yeah, it makes it feel a little more polished. But yeah, I did use acrylic mostly for this one, so it doesn't feel quite as nice. And then this is when I started trying a different kind of stitch, and I used mostly treble or triple crochet for this, but also I think I did 4 or 5 loops for some of the rows as well. And yeah, this one worked out really quickly. I think I just did it in a day. And it's with quite a unique kind of yarn. This one really reminds me of like a lollipop or some kind of candy. Yeah, vests are a favorite for me to make. Oh, actually, I think I did actually try adding sleeves to this one, but I ended up taking it apart and making it a vest. Now, this was the first time, and since then it's the only time that I have used a pattern, and this one I used Made in the Moment's treble crochet, what's it called? Here Comes Treble sleeves, I think. But I added a body as well because I feel like I would wear it more this way. The video pattern was really great to follow, and yeah, first time doing a raglan kind of style thing. Used a combination of some new yarns that I'd never tried. I remember really rushing to finish it because I wanted to wear it for a photo shoot that I was doing with my band. And I did finish in time, and I wore it for the photo shoot. Another scrap yarn project. I love the scarf, I wear it quite a lot. It's just a skinny scarf, but that's how I like it. Just adds a bit of color to any outfit and it's really cute. I think next was a dress. I had been wanting to make a dress for a while, and so I started on this one. Actually, oh yeah, I started knitting this one. So this bottom part is knitted, and then the rest of it is crocheted because it's just a lot quicker for me. But yeah, I haven't worn this out yet, and I think it's because of how thick and bulky it is. It's very much like a winter dress. It's also quite short, but I'm pretty happy with it as my first dress, and I definitely will be making more. Probably a bit looser knit and yeah, not such heavy yarn. We're getting onto the second pile now. So this one was just a beanie that I whipped up pretty quickly. Again, just using some scraps, some leftovers from my last few projects. I didn't actually know how to make a beanie properly, I just kind of guessed it as I went. I am gonna do a video, hopefully sometime soon, where I style all of my handmade clothes, not just crochet, but also my knitted stuff and sewn things and maybe some thrift flips in there as well. So yeah, you'll be able to see all of these properly worn. I think this is in the wrong order, but I made this one while I was on tour with my band. We went along the east coast of Australia, and I knew I needed to be able to crochet while I was on that trip. So I took yarn with me, I was prepared that time, and all the ends haven't been sewn in, but I often don't sew them in. I actually don't mind when they kind of stick through. But anyway, this was the first time that I used all cotton yarn, and I haven't gone back really. I pretty much always only use cotton now. I just love it so much. I love the feel of it, and I love that it's a natural fibre, but it's not an animal fibre. Again, granny squares, but I used some stars. I used a really great star granny square pattern that I found online. So I guess I have used another pattern, but it wasn't for the whole garment, it was just the squares. Yeah, another button up. I've worn it a decent amount of times. I love it. Probably one of my favorites that I've ever made. It took a long time. This one really took a while to finish. And then with the leftovers from that one, I made this skirt. And I just wear this one over another skirt, or potentially I might try it with pants underneath as well. Oh, I'm getting a call. Okay, where were we? So yeah, my first skirt, my first bottom. I wear this one quite a lot. It's fun to just add a little bit of that crochet element to an outfit. And then this top is kind of more of a basic one, I guess, with capped sleeves, star, surface. I used surface crochet for the first time, I think. It's really soft because I used a bamboo yarn and it's extremely silky. I love wearing this one, it just feels so good to wear. Yeah, this was a fun one. We're getting towards the end now, and we have this bag that I made, just a crossbody bag. Pretty small, but you know, carries the essentials. And I used a really chunky yarn for it and a big hook, maybe like 15mm hook or something. It's a cool yarn. Very under the sea kind of themed. Oh, I've forgotten my most favorite crochet make, so I can go grab that. This one that you might have seen already because I made a recent YouTube video where I made the jumper. It's a scrap yarn jumper. This is my most worn piece that I've made. Definitely want to make more of a similar kind. Feel free to check out that video as well. Link in the description. Yeah, this one is mostly cotton and it's just, I love the feeling of it so much. Now, last couple. Yeah, as we reach the end, these are the things that I wear a bit more often because I guess I've improved as I keep crocheting. I'm a bit happier with my more recent makes. I've learnt from my mistakes as I go along, and yeah, I've been wearing this one a lot recently. So there's another vest, and it's button up. Lots of different kinds of buttons that I just found in my house. This is featured in a video as well, and I called it a chocolate strawberry vest. I stand by that. It's definitely like a milk chocolate with strawberry filling. And my most recent make that I have with me, I have made a couple of things that I've given to other people. But yeah, a fluffy, fuzzy mohair vest. I try to avoid animal fibers, but I just really wanted to give this mohair a try when I saw it. And yeah, the colors are great, and I do enjoy the fuzziness of it. This blue yarn, when I found this, my jaw actually dropped because this is the best color I've ever seen. It is my favorite color, but it's just so perfect as bamboo yarn. This kind of indigo, it's got a bit of a shine. I love it so much. I am currently working on something with this yarn. Maybe I'll give you a little sneak preview. This is all I've got so far, but... So yeah, that's everything that I've crocheted that I've still got with me. I will include a few photos of things that I've made that I've given to other people, or yeah, I've only given to other people. I haven't actually sold any of my crochet pieces yet, although I am working on my first commission, which is pretty exciting. It's actually that one over there. Another sneak preview. A very small sneak peek. I've made crochet pieces for all of my band members. We're going through a little phase of wearing crochet pieces for our gigs. And yeah, once again, can't express how much I love crocheting. I mean, I love fiber arts in general, but it just brings me so much joy. The combination of it being a creative outlet, but a nice, meditative, repetitive movement. It's just really fun to be able to wear your art as well. So here's to many more pieces in the next year to come. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for my styling my handmade pieces video. And yeah, have a great rest of your day.